Hello and welcome to SmartSuite Onboarding Series. My name is Artem, I'm a product manager at SmartSuite. In this episode, we'll talk about SmartSuite permissions, and these are the topics that we're going to cover. First, we'll understand the difference between roles and permissions. Then we'll talk about existing roles, go through various permission types, and see how to set them up on solution, table, and field levels. The terms roles and permissions are often used together, but in SmartSuite they are not identical. The role stands at a high level, and every workspace member must have a role, and a single role only. The role defines which permissions this user can or cannot have in various solutions. Unlike roles, permissions are very contextual and vary for each solution, table, and even field. The same user can have absolutely different permissions in different parts of the system. For example, a member with a general access role can have full access permission in solution A, be a viewer in solution B, and have no access at all in solution C. So, same role, but different permissions. At the time of this recording, there are 4 roles to choose from: admin, general access, solution creator, and guest. Members with admin role are super users, and they have access to each and every part of the system. They can invite and manage existing members, access workspace settings, and change subscription plan. They can also access any record in any solution with no restriction. This actually means that admins float above the permissions layer. General access role is what the majority of members will get. Their access level is completely defined by permissions that they get in each particular solution. Remember the example I showed you just a minute ago. Solution Creator role is a copy of General Access, but it gives the right to create new solutions, which General Access users cannot do. This role is reserved for more privileged users that need the way to set up their own workflows. Finally, the Guest role. These users can only access solutions that they have been explicitly given access to. Within that solution, they can view records that have been assigned to them. This role is ideal for giving limited access to your customers, vendors, or partners. Now let's see how we can set up permissions for a specific solution. By default, every new solution is created as private to me. This is to make sure that other members don't see it while I am building it. But when I'm done, of course, I will want to let other people in. And I can do it by simply selecting all members have full access. That's the quickest way to grant access to others and keep things very simple. Another shortcut would be giving full access to specific teams or groups of users. This option provides more control, yet giving all selected teams the same access level. But advanced permissions is where SmartSuite really shines. Here you can handpick members and teams and assign them very specific permissions. And the list of options you can choose from is quite long, so we won't go in details for each of them, but I highly encourage you to explore the help articles and make sure you understand the difference between them. The key takeaway is by applying these different permissions, you can control which records users can view and modify. Finally, the section at the bottom is reserved for solution managers. Solution managers can be treated as local admins because they have the entire control over this current solution. They can create tables and fields, set up automations, manage solution permissions, and know that each solution can have multiple solution managers if needed. Customers on the Pro, Enterprise, and Signature plans can also apply table and field level permissions. Let's start with tables. By default, every table inherits its permissions from the parent solution. But this can be overridden from the Table Permissions menu. For example, I want this table to have its own set of permissions and be accessible by the sales team as viewers only. For every field in every table, we can additionally control who can view and edit this field. This is extremely useful when you need to manage the display of sensitive financial data. For example, setting both controls to nobody will make this compensation field disappear for everyone except solution managers and admins. If I then change who can view to sales team, this field will become visible for the sales team, but will remain in a read-only mode. This concludes the overview of SmartSuite permissions. We had a lot to cover, but now you're all set to start configuring your own workspace. And I will see you in the next one.